And what I would like to do in this video is just to give you a little bit of a reminder of the things that we've talked about this semester, as well as prepare yourself to write your paper. In the next 3 lessons, you will be meeting with your peers, you'll be meeting with your teacher in order to make your paper perfect. Okay? So, let's go through a little bit of a review time. The fact that you need to read, okay? You need to read about the ideas that you are going to compare and contrast, whether that be socialism and capitalism, or building up versus building out, or cryptocurrency versus traditional banking, or online versus face-to-face learning. As you read, you're taking notes about what you're reading, you're annotating, you're making summaries of what you've read. You also can do a Venn diagram, which basically is your ideas about these 2 subjects. What do you know about them? And some of that information you can use in your general facts and information part of your body paragraph, which I'll talk about in just a second. You are trying to get things to compare and contrast within your topic. Okay, so as we've given you examples in the past, we talked about tea and coffee. You can compare and contrast their health benefits. You can compare and contrast their origins. You can compare and contrast their caffeine amounts, and then use the sources to support that, to support those meta ideas. When you get your meta ideas, then you make an outline. Are you going to do a block method, or are you going to do point by point? You need to choose one. There are examples of this on Blackboard or potentially on your Google Classroom. I want to go back. Let's go back to the beginning. Well, maybe not that far back. Basically, what we've done in this final unit is to take all the information that you have discussed and learned from the very beginning, and we are putting it into one final project, which is your comparison and contrast essay. When we talk about meta ideas, we're talking about making inferences. You remember this from lesson 6 potentially. There are other lessons that we've discussed, like summarizing, writing complex and compound sentences, paraphrasing, using referencing words, using linking words. All of that information, don't just throw it out of your head and think it's not important going forward. No, these are the kinds of things that you're going to need to use in your paper. These lessons are not just in the distant past. These are lessons that you need to remember for your paper today, okay? Think about all those things you saw, including Rustam and Dan's beautifully put together videos. You need to take all of that information now that you've read, the Venn diagrams that you've put together, and you need to make a beautiful paper. It's like taking a lot of construction material and making a building out of it. It's like taking a bunch of pencils, okay, and making a log house out of it. It's like taking fur, okay, and making a cute little puppy. All the things that you've read, all the things that you've talked about, and now you are ready to write your paper. Don't rush through this process. So, what should you do? And as you think about what you should do, I want you to take another look at that cute little puppy. He's adorable. From your outline, from your meta ideas, or however your teacher has described those things, use the bullet points to make your paragraphs, okay? What I suggest that you do is, you're not going to be able to use all of them. All of those bullet points are not going to be helpful. You're going to write a topic sentence. After your topic sentence, you're going to say something about that topic sentence which helps to support it in a general way. Then you use your support to help make that general statement supportable or true. What do I mean? For example, going back to Tea and coffee, for example, my topic sentence is, I'm doing a point by point. Tea and coffee have many different health benefits. For example, you know that when you drink coffee, you feel more alive. You feel more awake. This is the general statement, okay? We get that from general knowledge. Then you take something from your support. According to Johnson, in his article, The Effects of Coffee, drinking a small amount of coffee every day helps to stimulate your heart rate and put blood in your brain to help you potentially think better. Okay, so you have a topic sentence, your general information, and then a support for that general information. Of course, all of those things are working together. You're using your quotes, you're using your paraphrases to support those statements. And then finally, after writing, here's what you need to do. You need to edit your paper. You need to go back and make sure that it's grammatically correct. You need to make sure that you have linkers and referencing words, and that you have a friend look at it and he says, okay, there seems to be a problem with this, or there's a little bit of a problem with that. Do you have any compound sentences or complex sentences? All of that information is very, very important. So, as we conclude the semester, we are looking forward to reading your papers. We as a team have put a lot of work into helping you to be able to write a paper. And of course, all of this is done to help you think. Thinking clearly takes work. You have to study, you have to read. But that means that your brain is growing and you're becoming smarter and you're becoming more intelligent. After all, that's the purpose of university. We really look forward to seeing your papers. Please do the hard work, and if you need to talk to your teacher, don't hesitate to come. They will be happy to help you. Best wishes on your paper.